I'm Melissa Touris.
And I'm Marmie Leach.
And this is Movin with Mel and Marm. Hey, Marmie.
Right. Hey, Melissa.
How are you?
I'm so good. I am ready for this year.
How's the new year starting for you?
Really good.
Good.
Yeah, I started it in Florida and spent some time down there with my family and then did a couple days in Disney, which was super fun.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you?
It's been good. I stayed in town over the holidays, so I've been in Dallas, but just spending time with family and enjoying the nice weather that we're having until it starts getting cold.
I know. Oh my gosh. I actually thought it was going to be like cold this afternoon, but it's so warm.
I know. It's like this is the perfect weather.
Yeah. And then we're about to get a freeze.
I'm not ready for it.
Yeah. I like literally have PTSD from like other freezes, and it wasn't even that bad for me. When we had that crazy freeze, sometimes I hate to say this, but we didn't lose power.
We didn't lose power either.
I know. I feel so bad, and it was like COVID. I don't want to go back to that time.
It was awful. I'm seeing all of these like comments on Facebook groups about whole house generators and
yes.
But we're really lucky that we usually don't lose power.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Knock on wood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today we kind of have a fun episode. I'm going to be asking you some questions.
Oh,
I'm going to be asking Melissa questions, and she has no idea what these questions are. I have not prepped her, and they're pretty good. I'm excited.
I'm nervous.
So this is a Get to Know Your Realtor, Melissa Touris episode.
Okay,
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to start really easy to get your brain working, and then I'm going to ask, and then things are going to get progressively harder.
Okay.
Okay. What is your name? Tell us where you were born and raised, and how did you end up in Dallas?
Okay, my name is Melissa Touris. I was born in Utah in a suburb of Salt Lake, and I grew up there. I moved to Plano, Texas in the summer before 6th grade, and I got here because my dad got a job in Dallas. And I moved to Lake Highlands when I got married in 2011.
Oh, nice. All right. Now we're going to have a few rapid fire questions here.
Okay.
Starbucks or White Rock coffee?
Oh, I hate to admit this because I really try to support local, but Starbucks.
Okay. TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
What is your favorite color of front door on a house?
Blue.
Who is the funniest person you know?
You.
What superpower would you most like to have and why?
Oh, be invisible. And because think of all the things you could do if you were invisible.
You could do so many crazy things.
Yeah.
Okay. Be invisible. How often do you remember your dreams? Is there anything to note?
Maybe 15% of the time.
Oh, she brings out a percentage. She's nothing if not factual.
Yeah. And is there anything to note? Okay, so once, this was several years ago, but I had a reoccurring dream that my house caught on fire. And this was like for 2 weeks. And then it wasn't my house, but it was a house that we used to live in caught on fire.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
So you're clairvoyant is what you're trying to say.
I mean, once.
Yeah. What is your Roman Empire right now?
What does that mean?
Okay, so your Roman Empire, it's like a TikTok trend.
Okay.
And the joke is that men always think about the Roman Empire. Like they're constantly thinking about it.
Okay.
So your Roman Empire is like something super random, but that you're like constantly thinking about or researching or trying to figure something out about.
Okay. So my Roman Empire is currently WeWork. And let me explain.
Okay.
So the Netflix miniseries We Crashed, came out, I think last year, and it's been like a rabbit hole of me researching WeWorks and the people that started it.
Oh, I love it.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Anything in particular we should know?
So I am hyper fixated on Rebecca. So Adam's wife, and if she caused...
Adam's the guy who started it?
Adam is the guy who started it.
Okay.
He is crazy.
I think I listened to like a How I Built This episode with him.
He is very... I mean, he's like a genius and he's reckless all at the same time. But Rebecca she was great as his muse, but then she started getting like power hungry, and I mean, is she the reason why we crashed?
Ooh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to check that out.
It's really good.
All right. This one's a hard one. So you can take your time if you need to think about it. But describe yourself with 3 adjectives.
Optimistic, kind, and hopeful.
Oh, I love that.
I guess that's...
Okay, Melissa. Yes, you are very much those 3 things.
Yeah, I guess optimistic and hopeful are kind of one and the same.
You are so optimistic. Like, you help me think that, like, anything that we think we can do is possible.
Yes, and that going back to the Rebecca and we crashed. Yeah.
Oh, so it's sort of a good thing, sort of a bad thing?
Yes. I might be optimistic to a fault.
Okay. How many years have you been a realtor?
Okay, so I got licensed in 2012, so 11.
Wow, that's a long time. Oh my gosh,
over a decade.
Yeah, over 11 years. What month did you get licensed in?
February.
Okay, so yeah, almost 12 years then, because we're 2024 now.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So what did you do before becoming a realtor?
I was in property management, which is why I ended up getting my license, was to be able to take on some more responsibility, and felt like a lot of the stuff I was doing, you really should have been, I felt like I needed a license for. And so that's what I was doing. Before that,
this is something that a lot of people probably don't know about you, but you managed a lot of properties at one time.
Yes, I was singly managing 300 properties by myself, and they were in Washington and Oregon. They were REO properties.
That's insane.
It was a little crazy.
It was too many.
Yeah.
But think about like the management skills that you developed during that time.
And definitely learned a lot about investing. So the company I worked for was a franchise, and the reason I took that job, because I was not looking for property management jobs. It was like more of the small business that attracted me. But it was a franchise. They started when I first started, I think they were managing maybe like 500 units, and then they got a big client that was a hedge fund when the hedge funds were first starting to get into the single family investment world, and it like doubled our inventory.
Is this like a REIT, like a real estate investment trust, or something different?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And they now have their own management company, but initially we took.
So you had to answer to like investors as well.
Yes.
Or did someone else do that?
Depending on like, because I was in different roles in that company. So at one time, I worked with the hedge fund. But my the big portfolio I managed was like banks, their real estate, their foreclosures.
Oh, interesting.
So if there was a tenant in place and the property went into foreclosure, it would get sent to me. Or there were some scenarios where the previous owner could stay in the property and lease it back for a certain amount of time when they were selling it.
Okay.
So this was, quite a different market than we're in currently, where people were like accidental landlords because they couldn't own, and so foreclosures were a big deal.
Got it.
As well.
Very interesting. Very different time.
Yep.
Okay. What's the highest price home you've ever sold?
I just answered this today for a group of 4th graders because I did career day.
You did?
I did.
Oh, that's so fun.
2.1 million.
Oh, wow. Okay. What's the lowest price home you've ever sold?
It's one that I bought personally, and it was $57,000.
Amazing. Other than closing day, what is your favorite part of a real estate transaction?
Ooh, that's a good one. So I would say it's probably going to be on the listing side of like coming up with the marketing strategy and like doing the videos and the professional photography.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. I like that too. Would you rather show up to a showing at the wrong house or at the wrong time?
Ooh.
And I'll tell you, I've shown up to a showing at the wrong house before.
I probably have too, but I think I figured it out before I went inside.
Yeah, we went inside.
Oh my gosh.
I was like newly pregnant, so I had pregnant brain and I was flustered and my water bottle spilled in my purse. And we were like looking through and we're like, this looks really different from the house online. And then I realized it was like 4 houses down the street.
Oh my, but they were both for sale.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I think they're equally both as embarrassing.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably the wrong time, just because at least I'd get the property right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What is the best month to buy?
Oh my goodness. So much of it all depends.
Yeah.
But it seems like the best deals have been like December, January.
Yep. What is the best month to sell?
May. April, May.
April, May. Okay. Would you rather waive the appraisal contingency or the inspection contingency, and why?
I'd rather waive the appraisal contingency because you never know what you're going to get on the inspection.
Yeah.
Especially on older homes.
Yeah.
Although
these days.
Yeah, although, I mean, homes that I've bought as investments, I haven't done inspections. So.
Yeah. Well, it's because you're tearing them apart and fixing them up.
Yeah.
All right. This is a hard one.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Okay. So in 10 years, I'm going to be 45. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have, let's see, my youngest is going to be 14, almost 15. So I see myself definitely still in real estate because I love it. But I really hope that I will also have a farm with some animals and be working on my nonprofit a little bit more hands-on too.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
I love it. I think you can do it.
Yep.
All right. Well, those were my 20 questions for you.
Oh,
how do you feel about them?
Okay. I feel
Were you surprised?
Yes, I was very surprised, and they're very different than the questions I have for you. But yeah, I feel like I just passed a test.
You did. All right. Well, that's our episode for today. And we'll see you next week.
Okay. See you later.